Hello and welcome to the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. I am your host and author of the book, Stretching a Dollar to Save and Make Thousands, an Entrepreneur's Guide to Doing More with Less, Lisa Sims. And I am excited to be with you on this day after Christmas. Merry Christmas. And I hope you enjoyed your Christmas with your family and you had a good time. And for people like myself, we love the day after Christmas because everything goes on sale, and the things that you didn't get for Christmas, you can now get after Christmas at a considerable discount. So I love the day after Christmas. And so we only have a few more days in 2022. Can you believe it? This year has just gone by so fast, and 2023 is around the corner, so I hope you are as excited as I am to start a new year and do new and exciting things in your business. And so I'm just looking forward to a new start for 2023, and I hope you are looking forward to the same. And today's show is really going to help you to kickstart your 2023 with some of these tools. If you haven't used them, then now is the perfect time to get acquainted with them and to start using them. But as always, before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items that I like to get out of the way. And first of all, you can always listen to the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. And I get up really early to pull this off. And so you can listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. And for you Oculus Quest owners, you can also watch it with your Oculus Quest headset via the YouTube app. So you can always stay in the know with the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. And we also want to encourage you to follow us on our social media. You can find us on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. Stretching a Dollar is our handle, so we would appreciate it if you would follow us, and you can stay up to date on what's coming up in terms of episode and events, so you will never miss whatever is going on with the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. And you can also follow us on Instagram. Our handle is Stretching a Dollar Show. And if you would like to be a guest on the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show, head on over to our website, stretchingyourcash.com. And there is a link, Be My Guest. Click on it. And I always say this every show, I love to have guests. I just ask that whatever topic you would like to discuss pertains to the theme of my show, which is Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs. And so if you can talk about your topic for about 20 to 30 minutes, then I would love to have you as a guest on the show. So go ahead and fill out the form. I will review it and I will be in contact with you. And so with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into today's topic because I'm just excited to talk about, anytime I get to talk about technology, I get excited. Being a techie technology just, that's the high point of my day, particularly for entrepreneurs. And we have so much technology to choose from nowadays. It's just exciting. And I think about the days of the IT mechanic, and, technology was there. But as I've said on previous episodes, when you're bootstrapping and you don't have a whole lot of money, you find a lot of open source technology to use, and you find tools that you can afford. And so today we're going to be talking about 5 Google tools every entrepreneur should know and use, because these particular tools are going to help us in our business, and they're going to help us in different areas of our business, such as marketing. And you can never get enough tools to help you with marketing. Marketing is the heart and soul of every business, because if you're not always marketing yourself to attract potential customers and let people know that you exist, you will not be existing. Plain and simple. And so these tools today that I'm going to tell you about, some of them you may know already and you may use. And if so, bravo. If not, then write them down or jot them down, however you need to do it, and just make a mental note that these are some tools that you need to put in your arsenal to take your business to the next level. And usually when you hear the word Google or Google Apps, we think of the standard Google apps that we have. We've got Google Sheets, we've got Google Docs. Many of us use Google Forms, and that's fine. And you have I can't remember the name of the Google equivalent of PowerPoint, but we use that as well. But the tools that I'm going to tell you about today, these are really going to help you, as I said, in the areas of marketing. So let's jump on into the first one, shall we? All right. The first Google tool or app, however you want to phrase it, is Google Trends. Now, how many people actually use Google Trends? I do. I use Google Trends because I want to know what people are searching for on Google. And what better tool to do that with than Google Trends? And the nice thing about Google Trends is that you can actually see what is trending on the Google search engine by day or by week. And also you can even type in search terms and you can actually see how popular those search terms are in different geographical areas of the world. And you may be saying, well, why is this important? This is important because as you are creating your marketing, you can tailor it to what people are searching for so that you can show up in the Google search engine. And so that is very important. We want to be able to appear where people, number one, we want to appear in Google where people are searching, and then we want to appear for those items that people are searching for so that we get found and people say, okay, well, let me check this out. It's all a part of your content marketing. You have to be aware of what your target audience is searching for. What do they need? What are they searching for at this particular moment? And so Google Trends is a good tool to use to help you to be able to identify that. And it's free. So that's even more of a reason to go ahead and check out Google Trends. And I use Google Trends almost every day because I want to see what's trending. And you'll be surprised at some of the things that trend on Google Trends. So if you have not used Google Trends for your marketing, particularly content marketing, as well as other areas of marketing in your business, I would highly encourage you to do so. So we have talked about our first one, which is Google Trends. Now, our second tool that every entrepreneur should use is Google Analytics. Now, as I've mentioned on other podcast episodes, you still need to have a website. A website is still relevant today because people are still searching for websites. And as I've said, if social media sites such as TikTok and Facebook have outages, you still have your website that you can direct people to, and people can still find you. But you have to really do some marketing to drive traffic to your website, which is going to be another show coming up in 2023. Just throwing that plug in there. And so with Google Analytics, you can embed, Google gives you code that you can put behind the pages of your website so that you can analyze the traffic that you are receiving. You can actually see, you can actually see where traffic is coming from, the geographical areas of where people are coming from. You can also see the terms that people are using to locate your website. You get a lot of information that you can, number one, digest and determine, okay, do we need to do anything different? And so with being a webmaster, that information is important because it helps you to improve the performance of your website, because your website cannot stay the same. So you've got this information at your fingertips, and you can actually see how many unique visitors that you have and how are they actually finding you and what type of device they're using to view your website. All of this is important information that you are receiving for free from Google Analytics. And so now they have recently done it's a new version of the Google Analytics from prior versions, but it's not that difficult to learn. There are courses on like LinkedIn Learning that you can take to get up to speed on it. And as well, YouTube is our friend. You want to know how to do something, hey, go to YouTube. Somebody has done a video tutorial on it. So there's no reason why we should not be using Google Analytics for our website, because we want, number one, we want people to know that our business exists. And so by people being able to locate your website and you being able to kind of analyze the behind the scenes traffic that you are getting to your website will help you to improve it so that you can even stand out even more. I know for my website, lisateachme.com, I use Google Analytics on it, and I analyze that traffic to the information to see where my traffic is coming from, how people are finding me, what pages people are spending the most time on. And so it's very helpful. They even have a mobile app, and you can review that information on your mobile app as well. And I do that. And so it is a great tool to use as you are planning for your success in 2023. So I would highly encourage you to do that as well. And on the same lines, I would suggest you use Google Webmaster Tools. And those are a little bit more for a webmaster, but as I said, there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube that you can use to figure out how to use it. And those tools will help you to be able to optimize your website as well. And so you want to be able to use all of these tools together so that you can get the most bang for your buck. And that's the way I'm looking at it. The name of this show is Stretching the Dollar for Entrepreneurs, and we want to stretch every single dollar that we have because number one, it's hard to get a dollar from people these days, and it's hard to even get people to know that you're out here. But hey, you got to keep grinding, you got to keep pressing, and that's what we're going to do with these tools. And so I'm just excited at the possibilities that these tools are going to provide for you and your business. And I hope you're excited too. I mean, just think of it, we're about to embark on a new year. So these tools are just on time for you to be able to implement to take your business to the next level. Or if you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you don't really know, well, you have an idea of what you want to do, but you're kind of reluctant or you need some help in the areas of technology. Well, hey, this information today is really going to help you in those areas. So far we have talked about Google Trends, we've talked about Google Analytics, and on the same lines, we've talked about the Google Webmaster Tools. And so now we are going to talk about the Google My Business. Now, I have attended a lot of Google free webinar events. I forget the proper title of these, but I've attended a lot of these. And one of the ones that I attended was on Google My Business. And Google My Business helps your business to be able to appear on the search pages, of course, of Google. You want to be on the first page of Google. And so when people are using Google search and they're using Google Maps, you want your business to be able to appear so that people know that you exist. And so Google My Business allows you to be able to create a business profile so that people know that you exist. And so any free marketing advertising that you can get, particularly with Google, is a plus. And so the thing about Google My Business that I found out as well is that it really works for those that have a brick and mortar business. Now, if you are like myself and your business is online, now you're going to have to do a little bit more work to use Google My Business. And by that, I mean, if you don't have a brick and mortar address for your business, then you're going to have to either get a UPS address, go to the UPS store and get a mailbox from UPS where you actually get a address to the store that you can actually use, a physical address. And so that's one of the things I don't really like about Google My Business, but neither here nor there. Maybe they'll change it, maybe not. But I understand the whole point of it is to be able to help people find your business if they're trying to actually physically visit your business. But a lot of businesses now, they're virtual, and so and I just think that needs to be taken into consideration. I'll get off my soapbox now. But for those of you that have a brick and mortar business, you definitely need to use Google My Business and set up your business profile. As I said, it is free to set up, and it doesn't take that much time, and you do have to get verified through Google. But if you have a brick and mortar business, it makes sense to go ahead and to help people locate you through search and also through Google Maps, and provide people with directions on how to actually get to your business. So it's a win-win for everyone that's involved. So I would highly recommend that you check it out. And for those of us with virtual businesses, we're going to just have to either do as I suggested with the UPS store, getting a mailbox through them so that we can get an address, or get a virtual one of these virtual off kind of offices where you can actually use the address as well. And so that is a way that you can overcome not having a brick and mortar business. So, moving on to our next Google tool. Now, the next one is Google AdWords. Now, it helps to know about the Google AdWords, and at some point you may want to start implementing ads, digital ads on Google. And if you do, Google AdWords is one of those tools that you want to, number one, be aware of and keep in your arsenal. You know, there's Facebook ads as well, and there's other ads that you can use, but Google AdWords is one of those that you want to use as well. And they have a particular tool, the Google keyword analyzer tool, or I think that's what it's called. I use it. I don't remember the name of it, but you can actually search for different keywords that people are searching for to see the popularity of it. And you can create your ad based on some of these keywords. You know, you can target people based on these keywords. And so you can see how frequently they're being searched for. So, and you can set so many other parameters for these ads to be able to display. And you can set the amount of money according to your budget that you want to actually spend on these ads. Now, for 2023, I think I am going to start using some of these ads. Just right now, I've been focusing on the free marketing aspects, but just to be able to just see. Now, I have run Google ads in the past, and I didn't really get the results that I was hoping I would get, so that's how come I stopped using it. But, you know, I may take advantage of maybe some Facebook ads and things of that nature. So, you know, it's really up to you what you decide to do, but at least you know it is out here and it is available for you to promote yourself and your business. And so if you have not taken advantage of Google AdWords, of course, you know, with most of these Google tools, you're going to need a Google account, a Gmail address, which is free to get. So I would highly encourage you to do that as well, because I mean it's free, and take advantage of many of these tools as you can. And I know I do, and I benefit from them. And so I would just kind of encourage you to do that as well. And so we've gone over, let's see, Google Trends, we did Google Analytics, we did the Google Webmaster Tools, we talked about Google AdWords, and so we're going to talk about one more Google tool that I think you should use, and then I'll throw in a bonus at the end like I usually do. But the last Google tool that every entrepreneur should use is Google Task. Now, this particular one kind of caught me by surprise because, number one, I can honestly say I did not know about this particular Google app because, you know, I just didn't know. I use what do I use? I use Notes, and I use different apps on my phone to be able to keep up with my tasks, Evernote and things of that nature. And so when I found out that Google has a app, Google Tasks, I was like, wow, I need to check that out. And what that can do is to help you to organize your day better. If you're like me, I have to be 5 and 6 different people in a day, and that requires me to do different tasks. At 1 minute, I'm an employee, the next, I'm an entrepreneur, the next, I'm doing something for my kids. So I have all these tasks that I have to keep straight, and I can't keep them straight in my head because I have too much going on up there, because something is going to be forgotten. And so it helps to have a tool such as Google Tasks so that you can, number one, jot these tasks down. And also, I'm sure, I haven't used the Google Task, but I'm just thinking from a programming standpoint, I'm sure there is integration with Google Calendar so that once you put these tasks down, that you can actually add them to your Google Calendar, and you can set up alerts and things of that nature so that you can be aware of when these tasks need to be completed. And so it's another way to help us to work smarter and not harder. And you want to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. And so Google Tasks is a good app to use to do that. And so, we got too much going on. It's too much going on. And so if you're like me, if you don't write it down or put it in your phone, particularly put it on my phone and set up alerts to let me know, some things do fall through the cracks, and we really don't need a lot of things to fall through the crack because there are important things that we're doing and that we just want to stay on top of. And so Google Tasks can help you to be able to do that. And then kind of as a bonus, Google tool. I kind of hinted to it. If you haven't used Google Calendar, go ahead and start using that. I love Google Calendar because I can put all my appointments and kids' appointments and things for my business on my Google Calendar so that I can stay abreast of what's going on. And then I get notifications and alerts that let me know that, hey, this is coming up in 30 minutes. You can set the duration of when the alerts pop up, but it helps you to not be in that kind of just running around like a chicken with your head cut off type of thing. I've done that, so I don't want to do that again. And so if you can kind of streamline your day somewhat instead of having just letting your day happen to you, but at least know what's going on. And then another thing about the Google Calendar is go ahead, for 2023 and schedule time on your Google Calendar for yourself. Schedule in some self-care and schedule in time for you to if you're creating, I'm just using this as an example, creating a online course. Well, schedule that on your calendar so that you can be able to pull that off. Because if you're like me, if you don't schedule things and put it on your calendar, 9 times out of 10, it is not going to happen. Something else is going to come along and take its place. So look at it in terms of helping you to be able to schedule your day. And as I said, work smarter and not harder. I don't know what's going on with my voice today, but we're going to work it out. So I hope these 5 Google tools have helped you to see where you might have areas where you can improve and where you can implement them accordingly. I know for Lisa Teach Me, I have I use a lot of these tools already, but I'm going to incorporate more because the name of the game is optimization and streamlining the processes in your business. And these are some great tools to be able to do that. And so, with that, I am going to get out of here. I hope that you have enjoyed today's show. I know I have. I've enjoyed talking about these Google tools. And so, don't forget to share these tools with others and tell others about the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show and the, well, I was going to say today is kind of the last episode of 2022. Now, on Saturday, I'm going to have a New Year's Eve episode where I'm going to give you my top 5 books to help you to jumpstart your 2023 for your business. And so you don't want to miss that. That's going to be kind of like my little special New Year's Eve episode. So make sure you tune in for that. And then after that, we are going to be in 2023. The schedule for January is going to be released later this week. So you'll be able to see what topics are going to be talked about in 2023. And so I am just excited, and I hope you are excited as well. And we are just going to keep moving along with the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget to listen via Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, as well as Amazon Music. And so enjoy the rest of your week. Take it easy. Continue to work on your business. Continue to strategize as to how you are going to take it to the next level. That's what I'm going to be doing, as well as relaxing. I've got some time off. I'm taking some time off, and I'm just going to, number one, get some relaxation in as much as I can, and also work on my business, and I encourage you to do the same. And so with that, I will see you in the new year, and I hope you have a blessed day, blessed week, and I hope your plans for 2023 are in the works. So until January, be blessed. Take care.